Well, hello, this is Rochelle and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing one of Roetz's printables. I just love her stuff. It needs so little else. You just need to kind of spend some time in the Word and stick some things down. So this is a set with a beautiful map and beautiful washi and some date or postage stamps from different countries, and it is about the verse in Jeremiah where Isaiah, where God says, whom shall I send? Who will go for us? And Isaiah answers and he says, here I am, Lord, send me. And I was spending some time in this verse, and I'm literally just, art-wise taking the blending tool with some distress oxides and coloring the edges, and then I'm just distressing kind of all the edges with a scissor. It's nothing complicated. But I wanted to tie that verse into when Jesus sent his disciples out, and he told them to go into all the world and make disciples of the nations. But he started, when he said, with his immediate area. So he said first year, then the extended town, then the extended country, and then out of the country, the rest of the world. So art-wise, let me put it in there. I'm applying the distress oxides with a brush. This is something I saw on Lindsay Decor's channel, or Lindsay Lanning. She has a channel on YouTube called Lindsay Decor 413. Do go check her out, it's amazing. But she uses a makeup brush to apply the distress oxide, which I find really, I didn't think it would work until I tried with a normal brush, and it is beautiful. It's such a soft feel of color. So to get back to my babbling, so many of us, so many times, we're like, these words are for missionaries, and these words are for those who go into strange countries where people have never heard about the Word of God, to be able to be a missionary and an evangelist and change the world by telling someone about Christ for the first time. But here's the thing, you don't have to go into strange countries. I mean, Lord, I'll suffer for the gospel and go to Switzerland. Send me there. But that's not what I'm saying. And I don't think that's what God's saying. God's saying, does your neighbor know who you serve? Have you ever spoken to your neighbor about Christ? Do the people at your office know who you serve? And I'm not saying, go Bible bash, have a turn or burn session one lunchtime at work. What I am saying, though, is people should, by the way you live, know who you serve. And your mission field is wherever you are. So if you're in the store, does the cashier know who you serve? Can God send you into the grocery store without you blowing your lid to represent Him, to be an ambassador for Christ? And this, oh my goodness, I just get wrapped over my knuckles time and time again, because I feel like God can't even send me into the traffic. Anybody else out there that feel like that? Okay, so I tried to be very clever, because like I said, there's so little else to add to Ella's printables. I took one of the map pages that was attached in this printable, and I cut the words, who should I send, according to this translation, out with my brother scan and cut. But it just didn't come out the way I wanted, and I'm fussing with these letters, and I'm trying to make them so that they would stand out on this page because I chose the faint map instead of the bright, colorful map. And I'm fussing with this page pretty much the whole time. And in the end, I decided to first put them through my Xyron sticker maker. And then while they're on that sticky sheet to apply the or use the blending tool to apply some distress oxide on those letters, and then that works a bit better, but it's not my favorite. I love this printable, but this artwork that I did with it is not my favorite. And so we explore and we spend some time, and like I said, I was really wrapped on my knuckles with this printable and spending time in this verse, just for the realization, like I said, whether or not God can even send me into the traffic, much less a grocery store or a country that's never heard of Christ. So yeah, it was good for me to spend this time in the Word, and so I'm literally just sticking down these alphas. I could have done this I could have written this or whatever, but yeah, it needed to be some time in the Word. That's what it was about. On this topic, I wanted to ask you if you checked out my previous video where I had my young girls, now 11 and 13, do the voiceover, and it was so funny. I realized how much they hear what I say, or they hear what the people that I listen to say when I watch videos or I'm busy crafting. And so even that, mommies, remember, is your mission field. And these kids will do and say exactly what you do and say without you telling them to do and say that. So words like vintage and background and hit that notification bell, those are all things that our kids pick up. Make sure that the words and the gospel that you speak in your daily life reflects Christ. Can God send you? Will you go into your house? Will you go into your children's school? Will you go into the traffic? Will you go into the grocery store? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I just distressed pretty much every element on this page just to make it look more vintagey. Thank you, Ruth. And then that would be that for this page. If you did like this video, please hit like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.